It's your boy G Tommy, aka Tommy G, or whatever you want to call me. And today, I'm gonna tell you something right now. This is reaction time. We gonna get straight into it. But first, you know what? No, ain't no first. Let's get into it, okay? I'm about to react. These posts that I see, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you want to call it, are getting on my nerves, okay? This video is for men only, okay? We gonna talk about this, okay? Matter of fact, no. This video right here is for women only because I'm gonna tell y'all how it is. Now, I love me a good girl. I'm talking about I love me a good woman, okay? I ain't gonna lie about that. What I hate is the lying women, okay? The scandalous women, the women that know what they be doing. I'm gonna go ahead into it. Now, this post that I seen, I was just appalled. I was flabbergasted, gobsmacked, bamboozled, okay? This is what I'm about to do. Let's read it right now. I'm gonna show it here, one of these places. Let's go, okay? And I quote, okay? Finding a husband is hard. All right, finding a husband is hard. And there's 10 reasons why they named this, okay? Let's go down. Number 1, you find a handsome one, but the brain is empty. You find a brilliant one, but he looks too serious. You find a rich one, but he is disrespectful. You find a hard-working one, he never has time for you. You find a serious one, his ex keeps calling. You find a humble one, he broke. You find a responsible one, he is not romantic. You find an educated one, he feels he is always right. You find an illiterate one, he always gets angry when you correct him. And last, you find a smart one, he lies all the time. You know what? I'm tired of y'all women. This don't even make no sense. So you saying when you find one of these that they automatically do this wrong stuff, right? Let's get right into it. I'm gonna break this down, okay? Because I got something for you. Number 1, you find a handsome one, he looking good, pause, resume, but his brain is empty. Now that don't make no sense. So just because he, pause, all this, look good, he ain't got no brain. Well, you know what? I'm gonna reverse it on you. Girl, you ain't got no brain. If you with the handsome dude, that's with no brain. Number 2, you find a brilliant one, but he looks too serious. So when you find a brilliant dude, I'm talking about an Albert Einstein. I'm talking about somebody that be inventing things and stuff like that and solves problems, okay? He looks too serious? What's wrong with looking too serious? Do he just gotta be cheesing? Just walking around, just cheesing all day? So you can't find a husband because somebody looked too serious. Use a Number 3, you find a rich one, but he is disrespectful. Okay, let me tell you like this, okay? Newsflash, ladies, okay? 9 times out of 9, okay? If you messing with somebody who's moneyed up, billionaire, millionaire, triple thousandaire, quadruple thousandaire, somebody with some good cash, I'm talking about long money, you know what I mean? Pause, resume. All that, of course, it ain't that he's disrespectful. You take it as disrespectful. No, he make all the money, which means he make all the rules, okay? God damn. He make the money, so he make the rules, okay? If I'm making 500,000, 600,000 a year, and you making 30,000 a year, I'm sorry. Everything I say, it might come off as disrespectful because you don't do nothing. Number 4, you find a hard-working one, but he never has time for you. Okay, let's get this straight. So you don't want a broke guy, but the broke guys have all the time for you in the world. But you want somebody that gives you all the time in the world that got $1 million. It don't work like that. How in the world somebody gonna have time for you all day long, 24/7, 7 days a week, 8 days a week, but he make a lot of money? That don't even weigh up. How do you make a lot of money and have a lot of time? Somebody do that basic math for me. Okay. That don't make no sense. Stop. We don't got time for you, okay? And I don't even make all that type of money. But If I don't make that time for money and I ain't got the time for you, then the people that do make that time for money don't got time for you. Moving on. Number 5, you find a serious one, but his ex keeps calling. Okay, first of all, that's the dumbest one up here, because if his ex keep calling, obviously he's still entertaining his ex. So you need to X yourself out the situation and get on. If your ex keep calling, if anybody ex keep calling, that ain't the ex fault. That's the person that you're dealing with fault. Cause they can easily block, stop calling me, get off my, boom, throw it out. You know what I'm saying? That's easy. Moving on. You find number 6. You find a humble one, but he broke. Okay. I don't know the definition of broke, but like I said, he can be humble all day long. Maybe he's on the come up. Maybe he just need a little opportunity. Okay. But forget that. Let's say he is broke. Then why is you with him? I don't care how humble you is. I don't care Jehovah with. I don't care how humble you must be. You can be a monk from the Shanghai, China right now. I'm going to tell you something. Okay. If he broke and you staying with him, let me do the calculation. It's your fault. Next. Number 7, you find a responsible one, but he is not romantic. I'm tired of this. Women, listen and listen good. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. You can't. Okay, I'm tired of it. You cannot have no responsible person, and then he's also romantic, and he's 6'8", can dunk a basketball from the free throw line, can do a derivative of a calculus 2 problem. Let me tell you something. This ain't that bad. So you mean to tell me he responds? First of all, ain't nobody romantic. I'm spending all this money to be romantic, and we got bills due by tomorrow. Okay? Forget romantic. Forget it. Nobody's romantic. Get that Disney fairy tale out your brain. If you want to be romantic, be romantic by yourself, okay? Ain't nobody just spreading rose petals and velvet and glitter and chicken nuggets and setting it on the side. You ever see those pictures? They got a 2 for $20 box of pizza with the nuggets and the cheese sticks and all that. Then they got 8,000 types of chips. Then they got all these candies and all these different type of 2-liter sodas, by the way, 4 different types. Who is eating all this? It's just me and you. So I'm about to waste all this just because you want to take this picture and be romantic. But that's a whole nother ball game, because the picture is really what it is. You don't want nobody romantic. You just want somebody to be romantic so you can take the flick, post it, and brag because your dude did you something. Anyway, number 8, you find the educated one. He feels like he's always right. Well, God, what I be? Girl, if I'm educated and you ain't, I'm going to probably be right most of the time. Most of the time. I'm not saying all, not all, but most. Most of the time, I'm going to be right. Okay. That's just basic math. Weigh it up. 2 + 2 is 4. I got 8 degrees. You got none. And you think how you going to be right about anything? You can be right about a little bit, girl type of things. But other than that, you ain't gonna be, and I'm not saying you definitely don't have to have no degrees to be smart at all. I'm not saying that. But you might feel, just look, let me tell you something. Why would you want to get with a man who can't put you on and tell you different things more than you can tell him different things? For instance, if 7 days in a week, 7 days, right? If 4 out of 7 of those days, I'm saying, no, this is better, or we should do this, or this is how this going to be because of this, and that, and the third. And I'm just maneuvering and making calls and making plays that's going to better our life. And let's say, I don't know, 2 out of 7 days, you put me on to something. No, this is better. This is how you do this. I think that's cool. Okay. But why would you want, as a woman, to be the one that's 5 days out of 7 telling him what to do? And he only got about 2 days out of the week where he'd be like this and this. Then you a man. Okay. Girl, you's a man. Let me just break this down. If you making 20% of the decisions in the relationship, you a man. If you are always suggesting things, This is how we should do it. This is the type of thing we should do. This is the type of house we should buy. You man. Okay. If you always planning things out, you man, I'm telling you like this. If he always follows after you and waits until you make the decisions to do the decision that you just made, you a man. Okay. You's a man and you need to stop that right now. I'm telling you, I'm trying to save you. Anyway, moving on. Number 9, you find an illiterate one. He always get angry when you correct him. That speaks for itself. Why in the world is you with an illiterate person? See, girl, y'all girls be killing me, man. Women make some of the dumbest decisions on planet Earth, Mars, Jupiter, all them planets. I heard, believe me, I've done the research. You find an illiterate one, but he always gets angry. Well, how about you not find an illiterate one? How about you find somebody who can read? How about you find somebody who opens a book? That seems self-explanatory. Stop making, anyway. And then finally, last but definitely not least, number 10. You find a smart one, but he lies all the time. That goes back to the intelligent one. That goes back to the brilliant one. You find a smart one, but he lies all the time. Well, it's your fault for being a liar. So this is titled Finding a Husband is Hard. Well, if this is your list, you ain't never gonna find a husband because you worried about his brain being empty, AKA he's dumb or illiterate. How about you not mess with somebody illiterate? He looks too serious. Why is that a problem? He's not a girl. He's supposed to be serious. He disrespectful. That's to each his own. He never has time for you. He working. His ex keeps calling. He obviously cheating. I mean, get out of there. He's broke. You shouldn't be messing with nobody broke. He's not romantic. Who cares? It's 2023. You only want to do it for the picture anyway. Get out of here. He feels he always right. He is always right. He always gets angry when you correct him. Stop correcting. He lies every time. Well, stop blowing up so he won't have to lie. That's another thing. And I'm going to end on that. He's lying to you because you can't handle the truth. That's the only reason. That's the number. Matter of fact, that's the only reason why people lie. Because the person that they lying to can't handle the truth. I mean, you snuck out, you skipped school. You don't want to tell your parents because they're going to get on you and they can't handle the truth. And it's going to be a negative consequence that you get out of that. But if you had them type of parents, you can tell them anything and you know there won't no consequences or they won't blow up on you. You tell them. It won't be no reason to lie. If you wasn't scared of the outcome, nobody would ever tell any lie. Hey, when your girl be asking you, oh, how do I look in this dress? And she just not looking good and ain't proportionate. This dress ain't working for you. But in your head, oh, it looks great. You're saying it looks great because you don't want an argument, no nagging, no crying session for 30, 45 minutes. You don't want all that negative reinforcement. So that's the only reason people lie. Dudes lie in 100% of dudes. And I've done the research. 100% of dudes lie in every relationship. Okay. And they lie at least, I've not done the research on a typical 10-year marriage. Ain't nobody doing that. 10 years. It's 2023. In a typical 2-year marriage, let's go with 2 years. In a typical 2-year marriage, okay? In a typical 2-year marriage, at 100% of that time, the dude lies at least, I'm talking about at minimum, okay? Minimum, 92% of the time. I've done the research. Don't question me, okay? 92% of the time he's lying because what? He wants to avoid your nagging, okay? He wants to avoid your crying. He wants to avoid you taking some time for yourself. He wants to avoid my girlfriend said this about it. He want to eliminate all that humpity hump bullshit, okay? My parents thinks, first of all, that's a whole nother conversation. I'm going to get to the next video. But anyway, 92% of the time, men lie to their women's, their significant other, okay? Because y'all can't take nothing. I'm talking about nothing. It can be something simple, okay? you cooked my cereal and it's the cereal too hard. You didn't let it marinate like I like it, okay? Because I know it sounds weird, but I like my cereal soft. Pause. Resume. You ain't let it marinate. Or you didn't bring the hot sauce, okay? You ain't bring the hot sauce with you when I got my fried chicken going on, okay? And now you just, oh, well, I can't do nothing right, apparently. Oh, you need to go find a girl that can get the hot sauce. Oh, my God, it's the end of the goddamn world. Oh. Shut up. That's another thing. How about you? You know what? I love women. Don't take this the wrong way. I love me I'm talking about a good girl. But I'm going to end on this. Hide your kids. Hide your potential wife. Because I'm looking for good girls starting today. I'm trying to be locked up. They won't let me out. I'm trying to be locked up. Okay? Because dating out here in this day and age, oh my God. Between the social media, the TikTok dances, everybody wanting to show that they got a rump roast on them, that they got the ass, that they got the wakey quakey. I'm not, and it's beyond just black girls. I mean, every race and every single ethnicity trying to show on TikTok, they got ass. Pause, resume. Okay, I mean, nobody's different. Everybody's the same. Y'all all look alike, dress alike, TikTok alike, social media alike. Somebody come save me from this wretched place. Okay, and that's it. And that's your boy G Tommy, aka Tommy G, or whatever you want to call me. One last thing. Do not like, when it comes to this video, do not subscribe. I don't want to be famous. We out of here.